Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to talk about another very important topic related to reactive form in Angular, where we will see how to use setControl with FormRecord. So by the end of this session, you will be able to understand why do we need setControl, what are the benefits of using setControl, and all the syntax and structure that we are supposed to follow in order to implement this in Angular. But before we proceed further with this session, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released session first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow it sequentially, then it would be much more easier for you to understand the ongoing topic. Because for time being, we are just mainly focusing on how to use setControl with FormRecord. But prior to that, you should know what is FormRecord, what is reactive form, what are the characteristics, what are the methods that are applicable to these things. If you know, or if you have at least basic understanding of these things, then things would be much more easier for you. And to refer the content in sequential manner, you can also refer the Sharmit digital course book, which is freely available for all of you in the description box. There you will find more than 3,400 plus free sessions available in both Hindi as well as English language. So without any language barrier, you can consume the content, and if you have any suggestion, that you can also share with me through the comments. Okay, alright, so I think now we are good to start with the session. Here you can see currently I'm in app.component.html file, where I have mentioned few headings like Angular course by Sharmit and reactive form in Angular, setControl with FormRecord. Now through headings it is clear like what we are going to cover in the session, but before we start this, we need some prerequisite should be declared. Okay, so there are some prerequisite that should be declared in app.component.ts file. Along with that, we need to create one form record, and one method should be there which will help us to use the setControl. Okay, so for that, let's go to app.component.ts file. Now in this app.component.ts file, what we will do here, we will simply add few important things like reactive form module. Then next we will mention here key value pair, key value pipe, and also the ng for, where reactive form module will help us to define the reactive form, and then key value pipe will help us to convert the values, and ng4 will help us to iterate the values in a loop. Other than these three things, whatever we will be using in this app component class will be declared automatically, will be imported automatically, because we are using editor. But if it is not, make sure to import it, because without their importation you won't be able to use it. Now what I'll do here, I'll simply expand this app component class, and inside this firstly we will create our phones record form record. Okay, so for that, what you need to do, you just need to give it a name like phones equal new form record. Let me correct it, form record, yes. Then Angular bracket, inside this we will write FormControl. So you can see FormRecord is automatically imported here. Same goes with FormControl. When I press enter, it will add the FormControl here. Okay, then after this we will put Angular bracket again, and here I will write string pipe and then null. Okay, and after that, opening closing parenthesis, opening closing curly braces, and just expand this thing. Now here inside this phones form record, we will define one thing, that is home. Okay, then colon, then new, here I will write FormControl, then opening closing parenthesis, and inside this we will write few values like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, later if you want to change it, that you can also do, but for now I'll just keep only these values 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, now after this what we will do, so far like we have just declared our FormControl, not FormControl, we have declared our form record. So now we have form record, we have home value. Now next what we will be doing here, we will simply add one thing, that is one method that will allow us to update this value. And to update this value, we are supposed to use setControl. What? setControl. So here what I will do, I will simply create one method, and the method name would be update phone. Okay, and it's a method, so opening closing parenthesis, then a curly braces, and inside this we will write the main logic to update it. So this dot phones dot setControl. Okay, then opening closing parenthesis, here I'll set the value for home, and remember this is case sensitive, so if you are writing something here with capital letter, it should be used in the same way, otherwise it will cause issues. Okay, so you just mention here home, then a comma, new, then we will write here FormControl, then opening closing parenthesis, single quotes, and inside this we will put values like 999, 888, 777. This is not mandatory, like you can put any value, it is up to your requirement, but for now, just for the demo purpose, I assigned the values as 999, 888, 777. Okay, fine. So this thing is ready. Now you can save the code, and it is ready. Always make sure that there should be one comma after home. So let's say if later on we want to add more, we can add. That we discussed in last session, right? How to add the controls. But for now I don't want to add controls, so I just write it like this: 999, 888, 777. Okay, so this method is added. Now we have created our form record with the existing value as 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 for home control, right? Now we have also added one method that will update this value to 999, 888, 777. So now it's time to use this method and perform a demo where we will just simply click one button to update this value to this value. And for that we will go to app.component.html file. Here I'll simply define one by one the things like button. Firstly I'll add the button. Here I will write update phones. Okay, then here inside this we will write here click and update phone, opening closing parenthesis. That's it. Now we will add one div here, and in this div we will mention *ng for let item of phones dot control. Then here we will write key value. Okay, and then after this we will put double curly braces here with value item, it should be item dot key. Okay, and then we will write here colon, we will double curly braces, and here I will write item dot value dot value. What is wrong here? Okay, it seems something is wrong here. We need to check. Here we made a mistake, so it should be item. Okay, and here also it should be value. Perfect. Now this is ready. So now next what we will do, we will simply execute this thing. So ng serve -- open, enter. Just wait for a few seconds, and then it will show you the output in the browser screen. So you can see the first heading coming as Angular course by Sharmit. Second heading says Reactive Form in Angular, setControl with FormRecord, one horizontal row, one button for update, and one home with 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and then horizontal row. So when user wants to update this value, what they can do, they can simply click on this button. So once I click on this button, it will change the value to 999, 888, 777. Okay, so this is how we will define the value and update it with the help of setControl. So I hope this entire session is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.